This is SpectraTone Blue, which is a 5mm modular mouthpiece by Harrelson Trumpets. And SpectraTone Blue is completely modular in terms of the cup, the rim, the throat, the backbore, and the body can all be interchanged, so you can make anything with it. And SpectraTone Blue can become any other color. So when you purchase a SpectraTone Blue, you can make it a SpectraTone yellow or a red or an orange or a violet, any color. And the color refers to the tonal color. So the body itself, this one, is the original Kickstarter version that we offered a few years ago. We found a box of these that we had in reserve from a few years ago. And we decided we're going to re-release them on Kickstarter. They're only up there for a few days. So if you're watching this video, you may not have much time to get one. But on Kickstarter, this is the only place you can get one of these mouthpiece bodies. And we do have them in this red brass, which is lead-free. We also have them in polished silver and in gold. Now, if I were to change this mouthpiece into red or yellow, I would simply unscrew the rim, take out the rim, cup, and throat. They're all right here, but they all come apart. So I can pull them apart simply by twisting them like that. And the throat is just an O-ring fit, so it slips together. And same with the backbore. I can just pull that out by unscrewing it and putting a new one in there. So I could take this mouthpiece and turn it into any of the other tonal colors. For instance, blue would be big and warm. It can work for orchestral or quintet. It could also work in solo situations, church, even in big band, especially the solo chair. But if I wanted to play lead on this mouthpiece, it's not the best configuration. So then I want to move to maybe SpectraTone Red, which is more punchy and brighter. And I'll demonstrate that for you here in just a minute. And to do that, I could take those innards out and put the other ones in, or I could just purchase another mouthpiece. Now during the Kickstarter, you have the option of getting one of these mouthpieces, which is a very limited edition body, along with extra mouthpieces. So you can get a SpectraTone Blue, and then you could move on and say, well, I want to add on a SpectraTone Yellow and a SpectraTone Red. So you could get a total of all three, and then you'd have all bases covered. Now yellow is the all-around playing version that works well for big bands, concert band, almost everything else where you need a medium bright type sound, similar to the C series in Bach or Yamaha. So like you can think of a 3C or a 1C or something like that. So that cup depth and that sound profile would be SpectraTone Yellow. If you go darker, it would be blue. And if you go brighter, which is more like a 14A, 4A type of thing, then that would be red. These work in all trumpets. So our mouthpieces are available to fit any trumpet. I'm going to demonstrate it in this 2016 Summit, which we do have available right now. It's the most efficient trumpet that we have that's not modular in the shop today. It's more efficient than all the prototypes we've been offering and the G4 and G5 series, simply because we don't have the full SWE bell crook on those instruments yet. So this is the most efficient we have in the shop. And I'll play it on there, and I'm going to play yellow and red as well, so you can hear all three. Remember, they will fit in any receiver. That doesn't have to go into a Harrelson trumpet. It'll fit a Bach, a Yamaha, a Schilke, a Monet, whatever you want. And if you want to convert it to fit a cornet or a flugelhorn, we offer the backboards that will do that as well. And these are really designed for all skill levels, and it will grow with you for the rest of your career. So let's play a little bit on SpectraTone Blue. I'm going to do Charlier #1, which is what I've been working on in the past couple of videos. All right, so that is SpectraTone Blue. And I'm going to now switch over to SpectraTone Red, which is quite a bit brighter. Something that a lot of people ask is, why is it not colored blue? Well, it's simply because it's the tone color blue. We took the rainbow and we divided it up: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet. And violet is dark and red is bright and blue is somewhere in that spectrum. And that's why we named it SpectraTone, because we are changing the tone color, we're changing the attack. We can also adjust the focus or spread pattern of the projection, and all those things can be changed by just choosing different throats and backbores and cups. And we offer 14 different diameter rims in 6 different shapes. So we have something for everyone, but it's not blue. It's literally this color, which is a little pinkish off of a yellow brass because it's red brass. So it looks a little more pink. Now, when I move to SpectraTone Red, the one I have looks like this, but it doesn't have to. This is a lightweight laser sintered body. It's lighter and more efficient than this one, but it costs more. And you can upgrade to that body if you want. But I just want to show you, I can unscrew these parts in the blue, and then I could just put them in the red. So the body doesn't really represent the color. It's what's inside it. Now, if you choose any of this SpectraTone on this Kickstarter, you can visit us in Denver anytime in 2025 and pick out all of your components. So you don't have to get them right now. You don't have to know exactly what you want. You can literally just schedule a time to fly in or drive in and visit us here in Denver. And if you decide to fly in and you need a ride, as long as it's pre-approved and we're within business hours, I'm happy to pick you up and maybe even drop you off at the airport. We're fairly close to that side of town, so it's not too far of a drive. And we can help you fit yourself for a mouthpiece, or maybe you even want to pick up a new custom trumpet, or maybe a pre-owned one like this. This one is highly discounted, the 2016 Summit. But that way, we can put it all together and work with you. So I'm going to play the rest of this Charlier, I'm towards the end, on the SpectraTone Red, which will sound and feel a little different. SpectraTone Red is quite a bit different. It isn't really well suited for the Charlier, and that's why I left that little section so you could hear it. Let's play some of it on SpectraTone Yellow, which is this one right here. Okay, we're gonna have to let it run. It's not SpectraTone Yellow. Literally, somehow, I have another SpectraTone Blue sitting here. All right, I'll just continue. We're not gonna play it. I will just skip over SpectraTone Yellow. And if I were to play it on SpectraTone Yellow, then we would have something that's somewhere between those two. Instead of being big and bold and dark and orchestral like blue and overly bright like red, it'd be somewhere in the middle. I don't want to take too much time in this video, but you can go to our other videos and hear SpectraTone Yellow in dozens of videos. I'm going to go back to SpectraTone Blue just for a second, and I'm going to play some lip slurs and arpeggios so you can hear that. And then I'm going to play again on red so you can hear how characteristically that fits in other genres. It's easy to slide through the partials, but it has a bigger, warmer sound. If I push it, it's still big and bold and orchestral. Now let's move on to red again. Now everything gets almost like the sound gets pushed closer to me. It's brighter, it's more focused, and it's really, really punchy. It's easy to create that lead type sound with SpectraTone Red. And of course, like I said before, SpectraTone Yellow fits somewhere in between the two. Hopefully this answers a lot of your questions on the SpectraTone series. This setup on this trumpet is, let me see what it says on here. Lead pipe 4 bell 10. It's a fairly large setup. In other words, It's big and broad. I have another trumpet here. This is the number 4 hybrid copper prototype for the G5 series. And this one is built with bell 1 and bell 10G. So a similar bell, but a smaller lead pipe. And that smaller lead pipe is going to focus the sound a little more, make it a little more directional, and because it's a gold brass bell, it'll actually project a little more. The difference between these horns primarily is the lead pipes and the structural design and the weight. So this one is much more efficient than this one, but it may weigh, 12 or 14 ounces more than the prototype. And this prototype is also available. We sold the first 3, actually we sold the first 7 prototypes except for this one. And this one doesn't have any experimental adhesives or anything like that. It actually uses solder everywhere. And it does have the first set of copper bracing on it, so it makes it special. And we will consider taking trades towards this particular instrument. So if you are thinking about something like this, then this one, you could trade, 1 or 2 of your horns towards the price and bring down that price. I'll play a little bit on this one. I'll go back to the Charlier. Yeah, that feels nice. So this is the G4, again, on the SpectraTone Blue. And like I said, it will fit any trumpet. It doesn't have to be a Harrelson. And remember, these SpectraTone mouthpieces are only in Kickstarter for a few days. I think the campaign ends on Wednesday. We only have a very limited number of these, so this is really your only chance to pick up the SpectraTone Blue at the promotion price and get the same promotion price on the yellow and the red. And like I said, you can come visit us. We already have some people who have called in and scheduled after the Kickstarter to come in and play test everything, find the rim diameter and the comfort level of the rim shape, and just try everything out and see which ones they want to choose. And we can be a little bit flexible with this. If you decide you want a slightly different back or throat, that kind of thing, we can adjust the SpectraTone, and that's how it was designed. That's the whole purpose of making it modular. So I want to thank you for joining me, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Remember, we do have Trumpet Momentum once or even twice per week live on YouTube as well, and that's where we talk about how to improve our playing and our practice, and giving you techniques and strategies to improve your playing, no matter what kind of genre you're playing. So thank you, and I'll see you next time.